Welcome. You've got dads.
Hello everybody, Saigan Cat back with more of the live streamed Dream Daddy Let's Play. I think this is going to be the last ending I'm going to go and get. Nothing against Brian. Seems like a nice guy. The main reason going for Joseph is I want to find out about him and Mary. I want to confirm my suspicions that he's so in the closet, and Mary knows it, but they have kids together, and the longer they're together, the harder it is to break things off, and that's why she is just so desperate for attention, because she ain't getting it at home. I gotta find out. I gotta find out! I really want to see Joseph again, but after that weird encounter with Mary, I don't know, he's my friend, right? I should be able to hang out with him and it not be weird, right? Right? The computer pings as a message flies into my inbox. It's Joseph! Like, actually hang out, no manual labor, no impromptu therapy sessions with sad DJs, no kids. Just you, me, and the open ocean. Are we gonna go sailing? Joseph! Joseph! I really want to go sailing one day, guys. Like, for real. How are we going to get on the open ocean? In a sailboat. How are we going to get on the open ocean, you might ask? Good question. Whoa, prescient. If you're interested, I'll meet you down by the marina and you can check out the goods, if you know what I mean. I mean my yacht. Let me know. Joseph owns a yacht? Joseph owns a yacht? I'm as surprised as you are. You've been holding out on me. Your only daughter, whom you love. Wait, did you think that having me as a father would somehow afford you the fringe benefit of getting to go on a yacht? What else did it get me? A healthy upbringing in a supportive environment? I am literally paying for your college. Not a dog, that's for sure. Your words cut deep, Pops. Real deep. Dad, if there's one thing in the world that's better than a dog, it's a yacht dog. You and your yacht dog. That is a bond forged through the trials at sea. Relax, kiddo. Joseph's inviting me onto his yacht. It's going to be a yacht of fun. I'm glad you're excited, but that doesn't mean you get to start throwing out puns. Why yacht, Amanda? I gotta go get ready to go on my friend's yacht. I start to walk away, but Amanda stops me. Hey! In all seriousness, I hope you have fun. But make good choices, okay? Dad! Don't stay out too late, or you can't go to Jennifer Longforth's birthday party this weekend. She promised me she would prompose to me, but ended up going with Logan Crutchfield. Is that a thing now? Have we shortened asking someone to prompose? I'm not going anywhere near that party. Good bit, Dad. Good bit. I respond back to Joseph, letting him know I'll be there. A quaint marina, complete with local mom-and-pop shops and a small diner, frame the bay. I've gone for a few walks by the bayside and stare enviously at all the nice boats before. Joseph should be around here somewhere. Gosh, this is fancy. I feel a little out of place. Saigan. That doesn't sound like Joseph. I turn around to find Robert. Hey. What's he doing here? So, how's Joseph? Robert comes off cold immediately. I get the feeling he's not happy I'm here. What's with that look? He seems angry. Very angry. He's going through some stuff. Robert blasts through a cigarette. I guess he's your friend now, huh? Your pal? He's... Robert, you're my friend too. And I suppose two friends are just gonna spend the night out on a private yacht together, being buds, chatting about the friendship. Is that what two friends do? His voice is getting louder. What's gotten into him? Robert, come on, you know I'm not like that. Saigan, you might be an idiot, but I'm not. What's your problem with Joseph anyway? I don't like Joseph. I don't trust Joseph. Joseph is a bad guy, and I don't want him around you. Robert's trying to protect me. Robert, you committed petty larceny last week, and I think you've been haunted by the Dover ghost. It was the goddamn Dover ghost. Robert pauses to calm himself down. Joseph's not who you think he is. What? Ask him about it sometime. Bring it up. Watch your back when you do, because a guy like that'll put a knife right in it. Robert flicks his cigarette into the front seat of a recently cleaned schooner before turning around to leave. He takes a step, hesitates, and then turns back to face me. You're both awful. You deserve each other. I'll tell Mary you said hi. With that, Robert storms off down the pier. Well, okay. I wander deeper into the marina. All these boats are really, really nice. I wonder which one is Joseph's? Hey, Saigan. Joseph, where are you? Up here. I look up. Joseph waves to me from atop a huge yacht. I've never been on a yacht before. You never forget your first. I glance at the name on the side of the boat. The St. Peter, huh? Inherited this thing from my pops. Real fire and brimstone type. Loved yachts. So what's the plan, Captain? I figured since last time we went a bit sideways, we could cast our lot out on the open sea, wrestle with Neptune, set sail on the seas of adventure. You're kind of a goofball when you're not wrangling your kids, you know that? Joseph smiles and winks from his perch. I have no idea what you're talking about. Joseph hops down and extends a hand to me, helping me up onto the yacht. I'm thrown off by how soft his hands are. Does he moisturize or what? Saigan, stop thinking about his hands. Pure thoughts. You're going to be on a boat alone with Joseph on the open ocean. It's a yacht. He's married. It's fine. This is fine. Everything is fine. After undoing the mooring and climbing into his captain's seat, Joseph slowly takes the boat out, ringing the big steel bell with extra emphasis, even though no one else seems to be around. Shoving off. Boat launching. Man and boat. Launching as one. The St. Peter navigates out of the marina and into open water, with Joseph doing the occasional steering flourish as the boat bobs along with the waves. Oh. He seems a lot more relaxed out here. Joseph is definitely in his element. This is the part where we wrestle Neptune, so please remove your shirt and roll in some talcum powder. I didn't bring any talcum powder. Luckily, I brought my Neptuning fork. Ah! Joseph stifles a laugh. Collegiate level dad joking there, Saigan. For a while we watch as the trees and waves pass us by. Where are we going? A little further out. It's a lot quieter once we get out on open water. Plus we could see whales. Whales are cool. I don't trust whales. Nothing should be that big. Noted. Joseph maneuvers the boat past some buoys. He sighs. Wish I could get out more often, but, you know. Family, wife, saving souls. So many souls, I can barely hold them all. I watch Joseph work the boat. Despite his age, he doesn't look like he's slowed down at all. And from here, I can see how toned his muscles are. Impure thoughts! Yeah. I stare out at the ocean. Joseph's right. It's a lot quieter out here, but something about that conversation with Robert still bothers me. So, I ran into Robert. Was he... He wasn't waiting for you at the dock, was he? Yes, and smoking like a chimney. That's Robert, all right. Is everything okay between you two? He seemed angry. Oh. It's... how do I put this? Oh. Did Robert ever proposition you for, escapades? Actually, he did. Did you take him up on it? No? Yeah. Ah. Well, that is where we differ. Oh! Oh, this is some grade A soap opera shit. What? I know. Father of four, family man, married, for Christ's sakes. I should never have even... I was in a bad place, and with Mary constantly out, Joseph settles himself before continuing. This definitely gets under his skin. I made a hasty decision, one which Robert does not exactly, He has a weird thing about casual, but he asked you. You'd have to ask Robert about the weird Robert politics of that. He's been weird about it ever since. Huh. But it's over, right? Oh, yes, absolutely. That began and ended on the same day. Well, okay then. So you're not upset? I'm not. Things happen, Joseph, and I think you of all people deserve a little forgiveness. Thank you, Saigan. That means more than you'll ever know. Joseph and I boat in silence as the bay gets smaller and smaller behind us. I decide to take a peek over the edge of the ship. The wake this thing kicks off is intense. I wonder if Joseph would ever let me water ski off his yacht. Hey, dolphins! Joseph, there are dolphins! You're scared of whales but not dolphins? I feel like there's an unspoken truce between man and dolphin. I would be more than comfortable riding a dolphin into battle. Dolphins are way more dangerous. They sometimes drown their babies for fun, you know? Can I trust nothing on the open ocean? I like to think I'm pretty cool. All right, Joseph, it's you and me versus the entirety of marine life. I yell out to the ocean. You're all spineless, invertebrates. I had lobster last week and I can't wait to eat more of you. My life goal is to punch as many fish as I can before I die. That one. You tell him, Saigan. Oh. And here we are. Saigan, welcome to the ocean. I look out into the vast expanse of blueness. Yep, that is the ocean. I'm suddenly struck with an overwhelming sense of claustrophobia despite being in a wide open space. I'm on a boat with a handsome man, a handsome married man, and there are whales beneath us. Nothing should be that big. It's a little daunting, isn't it? Do you trust the whales? You know there are more dangerous things in the ocean than whales, right? Like tuna. The tuna is an apex predator. What about sharks? Sharks are tight. It's the tuna you gotta watch out for. And the whales. Hey, want to look out wistfully over the sea with me? Joseph and I head to the bow of the ship to do some quiet contemplation. You know, quiet contemplation. Oh. I'm alone with my thoughts. Cool. I look out to the sea for a bit, then over to Joseph. He looks so commanding as he surveys the ocean. It feels like he really is at home on the water. What Mary said to me at the bar, I can't stop thinking about it. Is she right? But she's terrible to him. He's unhappy. He deserves better. I don't know what to think about this. I just feel so drawn to Joseph. I should say something. So, about Mary. Joseph continues to stare off into the distance. It's, well, if you really want to know. Suddenly I hear a sputter coming from the engine room. Joseph runs over to the boat's controls and taps on some dials. I guess we can talk about Mary later. Oh, okay, so we might have a small problem. What small problem? We are out of gas. How? The whales are going to get us. The whales siphoned our gas. It's okay. I can just call one of my boat buddies to come tow us back in. Joseph pulls out his phone. Just kidding. I can't do that because there's no service. I check my phone. I don't have service either. Should we just submit ourselves to the whales? Well, I do have an old radio in the office, but it's broken. Are you handy with tools? How is a sailor this irresponsible with his boat? Why do you not have, like, just 10 extra full gas cans? It is a large enough yacht. You have room for gas cans. How on earth did you think it was smart to go out onto open water with a broken radio? Joseph! Joseph! You are wildly incompetent! I am a dad. If the radio is anything like frantically putting together a bike on Christmas Eve, it should be no problem. Let's take a look at it and see what we can figure out. I just want to slap him. I'm not currently trusting this guy. Right? Mel, it feels like it was planned. The guy is an experienced seaman. There's no way that... Joseph directs me toward the radio and showcases the inside. I don't know how radios work. I think there's some frayed wires in here. If we can reattach them, we should have a working radio in no time. We stare into the interior of the radio. I'm not entirely sure what I'm looking at. I don't think Joseph knows either. You know what? Let's just throw some stuff around in there and see what works.
MacGyver, that radio.
This is going well. Not entirely sure what the purpose of all this is. This is a condom? This looks like a condom. What the hell? Just stick in there? No, screw, come back. I'm just gonna keep throwing metal things in here. Power! I think you're missing something. Ah! Power! I think you're missing something. Fine. Are we just... Everything gets to go in. We'll just... There. What the fuck? How, though? Hey, it works. Kinda. I'm... How, though? Yes, MacGyver's been a verb. The radio springs to life. Whoa, we did it. It was the rubber ducky and chewed gum. Joseph speaks into the receiver. Hello? Hello? Can anyone hear me? He tries a few other channels. Nobody responds. Well, it might be a little far out. I don't think there's anyone in range. How big is the range? Well, this radio came with the boat when my dad bought it in the 60s, so... Not great? That is reassuring. Now what? The worst places to be stuck... There are worse places to be stuck than on a yacht. Wine. I'm not... He's really starting to creep me out. I keep a couple emergency bottles below deck. Want to go grab some while I fiddle with this radio some more? Let's see. Wine. Wine. Feels like I got dust in my throat again. I can't help but feel like... I'm not in a safe place right now. I examine lounge. For an old yacht, this lounge is pretty high class. Wood panels on everything, leather couches. It's like an old Playboy photo shoot in here. Oh, a California King. Swanky. It's unmade and a little messy. Less swanky. For an old yacht, this lounge is pretty high class. Wood panels on everything, leather couches. It's like an old... Oh, okay. Floor. There are some clothes strewn on the floor by the bed. Socks, slacks, pink polo shirt. I guess now I know if Joseph prefers boxers or briefs. This place seems a little lived in. Wine glasses. I must be hot on the trail. But no wine. I grab 2 glasses and get back to searching. I take a look at everything on the shelf. No, Matt's not a slob. Neither is Damien. Another picture of Mary and Joseph on this very yacht. Quality 90s fashion right here. Mary still has her patented stink face, but at least Joseph seems happy on the water. Hey, it's all the dads. Looks like it's from a couple of years ago. The gang's all here. Brian, Matt, Hugo, Craig, Damien, Robert. Wow, Robert's actually smiling. And wearing a sweater. That's... I know that sweater. There's one guy on the end I don't recognize. Hugo's ex, maybe? And here's Joseph, go-karting with the kids. That's fun. I take a look at everything on the shelf. Books. Looks like a bunch of different Bibles. On brand. A couple of old vet magazines. I guess these must be Mary's. Wait a minute. Is this... Well, well. Now the hot body shoe is on the other hot body foot. I take a look at everything on the shelf. Examine knickknacks. If there's one thing Joseph does right, it's the odd stuff he puts on his shelves. I take a moment to closely examine what I think is an old submarine clock. Ah, and there's the crosses again. Boy knows his crosses. Really cool design, too. I take a look at everything on the shelf, focus on the rest of the room. Let's look at the cabinet. Fire extinguisher. Look, you can tell a lot about a man by how seriously he takes his fire safety. Nice, Joseph. Nice. It's a sturdy cabinet. Okay, yeah. Flashlights. This is a solution to a different problem. Maybe if we were stranded out here for days and run out of electricity, we'll need these. But the chief concern right now is wine intake. It's not the chief concern right now. Hey, it's wine. A whole drawer full of wine. It's a yacht club miracle. Twilight Rouge, huh? Come to Daddy. Finally, time to get back up to Joseph. I bring the wine and glasses up onto the deck to find Joseph still hunched over the radio. Saigan, wine, good to see you two. Just in time for sunset. I didn't take you for a drinker. Haven't you heard? I'm a cool minister. How cool. I can land half of my kickflips. What is that, like 4? 5 on a good day. Poor me. I don't... This is how you do Stranded at Sea. We clink our glasses and drink up. This wine isn't bad. There's a hint of... Am I tasting grapes? You have a discerning palate. It might be grapes. Joseph and I lounge on the deck with our yacht wine, taking in the ocean air. The sun starts to dip below the horizon. We could be stranded out here forever. I can't think of anyone else I'd want to be stranded with. It's just you, me, and all those whales. So many whales. You're killing the vibe. Revive the vibe, Saigan. Generally, it takes 3 days and a gigantic stone door rolled in front of a tomb, but I think we can save it. That's a terrible joke. I bet we'll have a whale of a time. Back to whales, huh? I'm trying to alleviate my fear of whales by making jokes about them because I don't have any healthier coping mechanisms. Cheers to that. What is it like owning a yacht, besides being terrible at owning a yacht? Fuel prices are on the rise. Yearly maintenance is a bit of a strain on the finances. Can't really take it out in the winter months. But also, sometimes you can have a party on your yacht, and everyone thinks you're cool, so it evens out. Saigan, if you had a yacht, what would you name it? All of them are great. The salty swallow, long hard, and full of semen, and fuck you whales. Fuck you whales. I'm keeping on brand here. Riding it on the side of a boat like that is basically asking them to attack. That's the goal. I'd be ready. You know where to find me, you cowards. I go to take another sip of wine, but stop myself. Is wine an acceptable beverage in Margarita Zone? That it is, Saigan. All beverages of leisure are welcome in the Margarita Zone. This is almost what we wanted, right? No responsibilities, no worries, other than possibly dying out here. And the whales. But yeah, I'd say we're in the zone. Joseph and I clink our glasses again. To the Margarita Zone. Wasted away again. If you have any salt shakers, we can arrange them into a pentagram to summon Jimmy Buffett. Maybe he can save us. As a youth minister, I make pacts with neither the devil nor island jammers. If we're to get off this boat, it will be by the grace of God. Or Steely Dan. Ah, amen. Our laughter dies down. We're both silent for a moment, looking into each other's eyes. No. No! No! Joseph leans in closer. I feel myself doing the same. This is a bad idea. This is a bad idea. I can't help but feel like doing this will only end up hurting someone else. But his face is real close to my face. Saigan, I have to tell you something. Is it that you're married? Is it that you're married? Or is it that you're gay? Because you should work these things out. Mary and I are done. I pull back. I think about the clothes strewn around the lounge, the undone bed. Are you living on this boat? I didn't want to mention it, but he sighs, strolling back to the controls of the boat. I lean on the console next to him. We had a very long talk, and it's unsalvageable. I'm staying here until everything's sorted out. Oh, I'm so sorry. If there's anything I can do, I'm fine. I'm fine, actually. It was a long time coming. For the first time in a long time, I'm seeing a path to happiness. And now I can focus on myself and stop trying to deny the things that make me happy. I need someone who will be there. Someone kind and honest. And you deserve that, Joseph. You really do. Anyway, I've been having this crazy feeling there's someone who I could get in the habit of having around. Someone very close to here. I'm not feeling it, Joseph. Is it whales? I mean you. Oh. I was trying to be subtle. I think I'm picking up what Joseph's putting down. I lean forward, closing the gap between us, when Joseph grabs the receiver. Come in, come in. Is anyone there? No? Over? We're stranded out on open waters. We've been out here for hours. Please send help. Over. But wait. Are you guys gonna kiss? I mean, what are your coordinates? Over. Oh, God, he left the radio on. Oh, I left the radio on. Saigan, have you been leaning on the talk button this whole time? I look down. Oh. Oh, I definitely have been leaning on the talk button. Betrayed by my own butt, yet again. I didn't lean on it, you leaned on it. Neither of you were leaning on the talk button. We didn't hear anything. Over. Hey, were you listening to us? Sir, we here at the Coast Guard are professionals. We were not doing that. But as professionals, it seems like you deserve happiness, and we think it's closer than you think. Over. How soon could you guys be here to give us a tow? Over. We'll, pick you up in the morning. Sounds like you two have some stuff to hash out. Over and out. Wait! Silence. Nobody returns our radio calls. I think they left. We stare at each other for a second. Well, Joseph carefully places the receiver on the table, making sure the talk button isn't pressed in. Well, okay. No! He's so creepy, though. Joseph grabs me by the shirt and pulls me into a kiss. His lips are soft and sweet from the wine. His skin is still warm from the sun. I reach for his belt and pull him even closer, running my free hand under his shirt and up his side. He pushes me against the boat's console, kissing down my neck. Come on. His hands drift to my thighs, and he effortlessly picks me up. Wow. Joseph carries me below deck. I'd be lying if I said I hadn't fantasized about this, but I didn't think he'd be so aggressive. I've wanted this for so long. He throws me onto the bed. I let out a little yelp. Lots of time to kill, Saigan. We'd better get started. I'm not comfortable with this, though. Not Joseph. Oh, man. I might have overdone it on the wine last night. Just a few more minutes of sleep will do just fine. Wait. I open my eyes to find Joseph's face a few inches from mine, an arm slung around my waist. He's sleeping peacefully. His hair is mussed up and his lips still a little red. I think this is what I was talking about when we were discussing Margarita Zone. Finding a little perfect moments of joy, like the way light falls across Joseph's face, or how he's holding me tight even in his sleep. I'm very tempted to curl up closer to him and keep sleeping, but I know the Coast Guard will probably be here soon, and I'd like to be wearing clothes when that happens. I nudge Joseph. It takes a couple of shakes before he blearily opens his eyes. When he notices me hovering over him, he breaks into a huge grin. We should get dressed. Joseph pulls me in for a kiss. Do we have to? Another kiss. Stop trying to tempt me. Fine, fine. The Coast Guard eventually shows up and tows us back to the bay. They, thankfully, keep their comments to themselves. Joseph and I step off the yacht and he walks me to my car. I had a great time. Me too. No thanks to the whales. Shh. Shh. You're on land now. They can't hurt you here. Take care, Joseph. You too. He gives me one last kiss on the lips before he turns around and walks back to his boat. Well, I've been gone an entire day. Hopefully Amanda is all right. Amanda, I'm... Dad! She runs up and hugs me. I was genuinely concerned about your well-being, but upon closer inspection you seem to be okay. What happened? The yacht ran out of gas and we got stuck, but it was okay because I was on a yacht. Weren't you scared? Your father feels no fear. Were you able to take care of yourself for the night? Yeah, just did a ton of drugs, vandalized a few cars, and then embezzled some funds from my school. All in all, pretty low-key night. Where'd you learn that from? I learned it from you, Dad. Well, if you did, you would have funneled those funds through a legitimate cash and carry business, fudging the books over the course of years so you didn't arouse suspicion from the feds. Rookie mistake, Panda. I'm glad you're back in one piece. Did you make good choices? No. Yeah? I think I did. But hey, I'm starving. Want to make sandwiches out of whatever we can find in the fridge? More than anything, Pops. Yeah, whatever. Fuck you, Joseph. I don't like you. I think you need some more time. I think you've made some mistakes. And I'm definitely not impressed by your seamanship. Seamanship. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was... That was way inappropriate. Woo! I think I have everything finally set up. Hey, we're back to the epilogue again. Bye, Pablo. Bye, Pablo. Mary. Come on, Saigan, you can do this. I walk up to Mary. Hey. Hey. You been good? Just peachy. I have to go over there now. Scratchin'. I don't think I did Matt's farewell speech. Matt! Let me know when Amanda leaves for college. I'll have a fresh batch of grateful banana bread ready for her. Thank you. I know she'll love that. Have you gotten that oregano smell out of your upholstery yet? Still working on it. Fuck you, Lucen. The sun is settling and everyone seems to have eaten their fill. As the party starts to wind down, I take a seat next to Joseph. Joseph, it's so good to see you again. Great party. I should have you organize our next youth group mixer. My dance skills are ready whenever you need them. Hey, if you aren't busy this weekend, I was thinking we could maybe catch a movie or something. What up, Stormy Breeze? Yeah, that'd be fun. Or we could take the yacht out again. Joseph sidles up to me and presses a kiss against my neck. Wait, this feels weird. So, I guess things are still friendly with Mary? Yeah, we're actually staying together. What? Why? For a lot of reasons. There's the kids, for one. And the fact that we have to be a pillar for this community. So many people will look up to us as the model marriage, and I would hate to let my parishioners down. That doesn't stop you and I from, I pull away from Joseph. That's not what I want. I know it's not perfect, and God, how I wish it were. If it were up to me, you and I would be sailing the seven seas in search of Margaritaville. But this is real life, and all we can do is find Margarita Zone whenever we can. I look down, too nervous to respond. I feel his hand on mine. I don't pull away. I'll leave you to think about it, but just know you can reach out to me. For anything. I don't know what to think. Yeah, exactly. The last guests begin to make their way out of the party. I don't like Joseph. I don't think that he's a bad person. He's certainly making bad person choices. I don't think he realizes how much he's hurting Mary with this lifestyle. Neither one of them are going to be happy while they're pretending like this. Mary is she's trapped in a loveless marriage. And the best thing for her would be for them to split up. Pillar of the community be damned. I don't like it. I don't like it. Staying together for the children is a terrible reason. It totally is. a terrible reason. One of the best things that Alexiel and I did for Garen was splitting up, because we were not happy together. We are happier now apart, and even though Garen doesn't have us both under the same roof, he now has 2 happy homes instead of 1 unhappy one. And he gets to have a relationship with both of his parents, and we're not all making each other miserable. So, yeah, Joseph and Mary, it needs to end. Well, I've seen all the endings I want to. I am going to go and apply for some more jobs. And I may be back later with some more streaming. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me on the Dream Daddy live-streamed Let's Play. Thank you again, Grey Castagnier, for requesting this one. It was fantastic. The next one on the list is Nier Gestalt, which I just ordered this morning. So it should be arriving sometime this week. I want to either get to the Dragon Quest 11 postgame or Xenoblade Chronicles and finish that out before I start in on Nier Gestalt. But, yes, thank you for joining me, everybody. Mel, you're welcome. I'm glad I played more than one ending. I liked Robert's story a lot. I think that Matt was definitely the best choice, personally. But Robert had a great story. I really liked how his went. Just fuck Joseph, man. I do not like Joseph. I feel so bad for Mary. All right, that's it. Thank you for watching, everyone. See you all next stream. Take care.